Are you planning to sell your home in the near future? Well, what if I told you that there is a rule in the real estate industry that could limit your options, reduce your profits, and strip away your control over how your property is marketed? That sounds alarming, doesn't it? Well, today I'm diving into the controversial Clear Cooperation Policy and why it's unfair to home sellers and why it should change. Hi, I'm Gretchen Coley with the Coley Group, and we believe in empowering our clients with the best strategies and insights to make informed decisions. Today's topic is crucial for home sellers who want to maximize their equity and have the freedom to choose how their home is marketed. So let's get started. Let's start off with talking about what the Clear Cooperation Policy is, because if you haven't heard of it, you need to know. Introduced by the National Association of Realtors, or NAR, in 2020, the Clear Cooperation Policy mandates that any property publicly marketed, think social media, flyers, or even word of mouth, must be listed on the multiple listing service within 1 business day. So why was this policy created? The policy's intention was to ensure transparency and equal access to property listings for buyers and agents. By consolidating listings into one place, proponents argue it creates a more competitive and efficient marketplace. Well, that sounds great in theory, right? But so do a lot of things. Here's the problem. It doesn't work in the seller's best interest. So how does this harm the sellers, you might be asking yourself? I'll break it down for you with a few real-life scenarios. So you have reduced flexibility for private sales. Imagine you're selling a high-value property and you prefer a discrete transaction to protect your privacy. The Clear Cooperation Policy forces your property into MLS where it's publicly marketed. This eliminates the option of quietly selling to a pre-qualified buyer through a private network, which could have fetched you a far better price with fewer complications. The loss of control over your marketing strategy. So say you want to test the waters by initially sharing your property with a small group of agents who specialize in your type of home sale. This policy prevents this. You're forced to go straight to MLS, exposing your property to the masses, even if it's not yet fully ready for public viewing. And people ask questions about this, so I want to dial into it because we're able to share properties with agents within our firm. So if I list your home, I'm able to share that property with people within Compass. However, I cannot go to my very good friend at another competitor's firm and tell her or him about that property, even though I know he may have a client for it. It's a very unfair strategy that limits your reach initially. Pressure to conform to a one-size-fits-all approach. Every home and every seller are unique, and I've learned this in over 23 years in the business. But the policy assumes that listing on the MLS is the only way to sell a home, completely ignoring the fact that some homes, like luxury properties or those in niche markets, may perform better when marketed differently. Potential to undermine negotiation power. In competitive markets, exclusive or pre-market listings can drive up demand significantly for the right homes. By forcing homes into MLS immediately, sellers lose the chance to create a buzz or scarcity around their property, potentially lowering their final sales price. One of the main ways that the Clear Cooperation Policy harms home sellers is by counting days on market and showing price drops. Now, these things are important, and they're important because when a house sits on the market for a long period of time, in our market, let's say that's 21 days, 30 days, 45 days, 90 days, people see that data and they wonder what's wrong with the house. Why has no one made an offer? Price drops are the same way. When they see a house that starts at $1 million and comes down to $950,000 or $900,000, they watch those. And when that happens, that significantly devalues your property. When I think about this, we don't see anything like this in any other industry, not art, not luxury goods like Mercedes-Benz, Range Rovers, the car industry. We don't see it in any other industry. So why do we see days on market tracked? So from the day you put your home on the market until the day your home closes, it's tracked. We don't see price drops tracked, and we don't see it anywhere else. But in real estate, where most of the time the properties that we are selling are the most valuable asset that you have, where you have significant tax advantages for maximizing the equity that you're getting out of that house. And why are we tracking days on market and price drops in the real estate industry if it's not being tracked anywhere else with any other type of property? Boats, planes, nothing. Only real estate. You have to ask yourself the question, why is this and why does this seem fair? Well, it's not to a seller. Recent developments that sellers should worry about. The $418 million antitrust settlement between NAR, the National Association of Realtors, and the U.S. Department of Justice earlier this year has put a spotlight on what we call questionable practices within the real estate industry, including policies like clear cooperation. Critics argue that this policy not only limits sellers' choices, but it also stifles competition. One of the most vocal critics of this is Robert Revkin, the CEO of my firm Compass, who is on a mission to eliminate this rule altogether. You know, Revkin has said that this policy doesn't serve sellers. It is designed to benefit aggregators, and leads from the listings are sold without the listing agent's involvement. This leaves sellers at a disadvantage while enriching platforms that have no stake in the sale of your home. So why should you be outraged? The clear cooperation policy isn't just an inconvenience. It is a direct attack on your right as a home seller to choose how your home is sold. You've worked hard to build equity in your property, and you deserve the freedom to market it the way that maximizes your return. So what can you do? Stay informed is a really big piece of this. You know, knowledge is power. Understanding how this policy impacts your sale options is the first step in protecting your interest. The next thing you can do is to speak out. Your voice matters. Share your thoughts on this policy. Do you think it's fair? Have you experienced challenges because of it? Let us know in the comments below or send us a direct message. I would love to get the conversation started and hear what you think about this. The next thing is make sure you're working with experts. Here at the Coley Group, I'm proud to say that we specialize in navigating policies like clear cooperation to ensure our clients get the best possible results. Whether it's leveraging off-market opportunities or crafting a customized marketing plan, we've got your back, and we've got a strategy that we know will work for you. So let's talk about your options. If you're thinking about selling your home, don't let this policy hold you back. Schedule a time to talk with one of our team members, and we can figure out exactly how to navigate this very tricky market that we're in and give you the outcome that you deserve. And I want to hear from you again. Do you think that clear cooperation should be eliminated? Share your thoughts in the comments, or better yet, send me a direct message. Together, we can advocate for a system that puts sellers first. At the Coley Group, we believe in empowering our clients with strategies that work for them, not against them. And if you're ready to sell, let's talk about how we can overcome challenges like clear cooperation and get you the results that you deserve. Contact us today at all of the information below. We look forward to hearing from you and talking about clear cooperation.